Just when all of us thought we had seen it all before in our lifetimes, none of us ever even dreamed we would all go on to see what we have seen as of lately. And now, watch some of what we're talking about right here on Spanning This Nation.
This show is for those of you who understand that fearlessness isn't a single action, but it's a lifestyle. So let's freaking go.
Yo! Saddle up! Lock and load! Speed for speed. What the hell? Oh, a bed blower! A bed
intense enough to warp the very fabric of space and time.
This is Spanning This Nation.
WCGC Atlanta plays the hits.
Dan Mason, Z-93.
7-11 at Z-93. This is Dan Mason. Now, if you got a song you want to hear tonight, all you got to do is to pick up the telephone and call me now at 524-3201. I'll answer the telephone myself, and I'd love to talk to you. Here is Henny's at Z-93.
Machine Gun Gary, Z-93.
Music Radio, Z-93 with a hit band the nighttime 9/11. This is Dynamite. Look, Glenn Campbell. You know Glenn, don't you? Talk about them Southern nights.
Z-93 WCGC Atlanta. Good evening. My name is John Young, and I'm a grateful student of Georgia radio. In 1978, Dan Mason literally changed my life by inviting me to come aboard a station that was doing very well, had an incredible, consistent staff, and gave me the instructions, call me if anything goes wrong, but just try not to screw it up. That wasn't too terribly hard because if you know anything about Atlanta radio, you know that the 70s and 80s were made for a station like Z-93. It energized a city. Z-93 actually began as a top 40 station in the early 70s. It was a classical station before that. You won't find any memos or program philosophies on paper ever floating around. Z-93 always had double-digit numbers in 12 plus. And it kind of fascinated me at times. I'd hear people like John Leader, who worked at Radio and Records magazine. He said, you know, out here we called you guys KHJ East. And I go, you're kidding. I mean, we were living in the moment. And to this day, I am still stunned, amazed, and humbled by the depth of talent that came through this awesome station. It was a hot button that made people's hearts beat. The listener was the key. Their world revolved around radio. Atlanta was a hot city in a seductive region. Atlanta rocked, and we rocked Atlanta.
Z-93.
I'd like to tell you about a remarkable radio station.
This is what you've been waiting for.
Ross and Wilson.
Z-93, 836, 20.
If you
Z-93 doubles the music.
trying to make you happy.
Z-93, continuing a solid half hour of music. Z-93 with Atlanta's most popular music.
Z-93 loves you, Atlanta.
You have a remarkable mouth.
Well, Z-93 is a remarkable radio station.
Ross and Wilson.
Z-93, it is 8:07, 7 minutes after 8 o'clock here on the nearly famous Ross and Wilson show.
Meet Agnes Scott Welder's coach, Bullet McFoon. The big game was
football weekend.
Yeah, last weekend. What team was it again, Bullet?
We played the South Clemson Freaks.
How did it go? What,
We lost, man.
Lost.
61-0.
61-0.
Yeah. It's all right. We beat the point spread.
In continuing traffic news, we got a car on fire on Ponce de Leon at Myrtle Street, so grab your marshmallows and head on over. Z-93, 851, 9 till 9, coming up momentarily.
John Young has details on how Americans may talk a lot about exercising, but talk is all that most Americans do about it.
And a prime example in John Young himself, who is currently suffering from Dunlop's disease.
Dunlop?
That's where his gut Dunlopped over his belt.
Get out of here, you turkey.
Long before any other station had him, Steve McCoy started started on Z93.
Welcome to the Steve McCoy Show on Z93. That's ABBA when all is...
One of the younger new kids is number 2 morning man Steve McCoy on Top 40 station Z93.
I think everybody is very good, and it's the toughest competition that I've ever come up against, and we have done very well so far against them, so I'm very happy about the way the show has been accepted.
Z93, a little in love, and Steve McCoy along with Cliff Richard. It's 7:22 in the morning.
The Steve McCoy Show. A little bit of light drizzle when I was driving in this morning. Did you get that, John?
No, it had stopped. I got a friend coming in from out of town this afternoon, going to a lot of trouble to take me to the Braves game. I don't want to go. I'm looking for any excuse in the world.
Can I have your tickets?
I'll be happy for you to go to my place and tell them you're me's.
Atlanta, this is Mr. T on Z93. I pity the fool who messes with my Shaka Khan record.
All right, Mr.
I got
T.
Steve to play today.
Yeah, let me get back over here to the mic. Ooh.
Steve, you broke my record.
I'm sorry, Mr. T.
I'm gonna whoop your behind,
Randy Reeves took listeners from mornings to afternoons on Z93.
Z93 with Randy Reeves. I don't mean for this to be depressing, but I'm going to take you back now to an era when gasoline was about 29 cents a gallon, and you could burn up a couple of tankfuls in one Sunday afternoon, just cruising around listening to your radio. And the Four Seasons were there.
Hit Radio Z93, Huey Lewis in the news, doing a triple bypass on the heart of rock and roll. It's still thumping.
Z93 with Billy Joel, and I love you just the way you are. What a great thing to say on a day like today as I look out over a beautiful Atlanta day with sunny skies, 78 degrees, just the kind of day that makes you want to say, I love you, Atlanta.
Hit Radio Z93 congratulating the winner of our Chattahoochee Outdoor package, a complete day of rafting. Tony Marie Balch picked up the prize. Congratulations.
Z93, 6 minutes after 5 o'clock. With Dale O'Brien, another I Love You Atlanta party coming up. Don't bring me down. Z93, ELO, Don't Bring Me Down, and Donna Summers' Hot Stuff. Before that, 19 after 5 o'clock with Dale O'Brien. Z93, sail on. Not a bad idea with this weather today. All the rain. The Commodores, Midnight Magic, which will be our feature album at midnight tonight. Dale O'Brien at 5:27. Ventura Highway in America at 10 before 6 o'clock with Dale O'Brien. Mel Cargill will be here at 6, and he's going to have 30-minute music sweeps every hour from 6 o'clock TFN. 4 o'clock in Atlanta. This is Chris Thomas with another hour of the most music. Coming up next, Steve Perry's latest from Street Talk on Z93. Hit Radio Z93, 408, and Chris Thomas cranking out 7 in a row with Irene Cara. Z93. Hit Radio Z93, where yesterday on $1,000 Thursday, Roy Hill won $1,000 for the correct dollar bill serial number. Big winning is going on all the time right here at Z93. Michael Jackson and Mick Jagger from the Jacksons' forthcoming Victory album.
Atlanta nights were hot, and so was Lindsay on Z93.
Z93, kicking off 5 in a row, over 20 minutes of continuous music now with Joan Jett. Z93, we guarantee the music. Details coming soon. 7:40, Lindsay with you. Here's the third of 4 in a row. Huey Lewis in the news. Z93, home of $1,000 Thursdays. Remember to save those dollar bills with 93s in them, because Steve McCoy will turn your $1 bills into $1,000 during $1,000 Thursdays right here on Z93.
Steve Maple kept it going.
WZGC, Atlanta. A minute into the midnight hour on Z93. This is Steve Maple with yet another hour of Atlanta's hottest music. Z93 congratulates Pat Lee of Dunwoody and Ava Laney of Forest Park. Both of them just got tickets to the fun movie of 1984. Hot Dog. Got a special advanced screening coming up this Thursday, and both Ava and Pat are going to it, a bunch of their friends. Now, coming up a little bit after 1, we'll give you a chance to win. So if you'd like to win big, I'm talking about big, keep it right here. Right now, let's get down into some heavy metal. Mental Health from Quiet Riot on Z93.
Then all nights rocked with Jay Andrews.
It's 2 o'clock with Jay Andrews on Z93, and I've got another hour of Atlanta's hottest music going on right now. Z93. Always a better song on Z93. This is Jay Andrews at 3:23. Cindy Lauper's here, and she says girls just want to have fun.
We're gonna tear the roof off this sucker right now.
You got Z93 in Atlanta, and George Harrison asking, what is life? I'll tell you what life is. Life is being a big-time disc jockey. in the most beautiful city in the South and playing the best music in the nation.
I love Z93.
This is Z93 Atlanta. The emotion that's been the most difficult tonight is having to come together, relive these memories, and then admit that it's over. That building right there, that's the building we were in. It's long been torn down. The name is gone. The format? Let's just say there's never been a station in Atlanta like Z93 since this era of Z93. This fabulous staff made it look easy, but it was their commitment, their passion, their enthusiasm that just over-delivered. You can't teach people to love radio like this bunch did. We inspired each other and made lifelong friendships from this experience, for which I'm grateful for forever. Speaking for the whole staff, I'd like to thank the Georgia Radio Hall of Fame for remembering us and giving us a chance to all get together, and thank you for remembering what we did. And I thank this great staff for not only touching my life, but for allowing me to know them and call them friends. Georgia Radio is full of so many great memories. We are proud to be one chapter in its rich heritage.
Z93.